Season 3, episode 11, master number 11 vibes. How y'all doing? How you feeling? I'm kind of a mess, but not really, because I'm like organizing because first of all, it's going to be spring on Thursday. So happy early spring. I'm very excited about that. That is the astrological new year, the true new year. So happy new year soon to come, right? And in honor of spring, in honor of the astrological new year, I am doing an art exhibition. I am co-curating and creating an art gallery to showcase my pieces. And it is so freaking going so freaking well. And having an opening. Hello, Wint. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining on Instagram. I am having the opening for my art exhibition, Tis Spring, on the first day of spring. So that is going to be on Thursday. I do hope that you join me. Thank you in advance. And for those who have already RSVP'd, for those who plan to be here, I am very excited. So I'm, working through the final details and logistics and all of that good stuff to get it all done. And I'm gonna share a little sneak peek, grand reveal of some elements and some parts of the gallery and some of the pieces, but you should come and see in person because it's never the same. Plus I have this whole thing about my organic abstract art. And when you go to an art gallery and you see all the signs, please do not touch the art. Well, I have signs that say, please touch the art, because it is a multi-sensory experience. A multi-sensory experience. It is a multi-sensory experience. And there are so many different textures and natural elements and materials. And I want you to touch. I want you to feel it. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. You're gonna have some Afro beats vibing through the space. I'm gonna have a little bit of some stuff to munch on and have some wine and some bloom tea that I make, which is this awesome, yummy tea that I make that's cold, but it's yummy. And some other things and some other vibes and some great company and intimate, private, exclusive. So you should be there. But if you're not, it's all right. Because even if you can't make it on Thursday, the gallery is going to be open and the show is going to be through the whole season of spring by appointment only. But if you would like to come for a private showing, if you would like to come with a small group, I'm happy to host your small group and give you all a very exclusive experience and a very beautiful, intimate exhibit space, gallery space. And it's gonna be special, and it'd be really cool for you to tell your peeps, yeah, come for a little private gallery showing. You should do that, okay? That's a thing. It's officially a thing. So bin gallery is the vibe. If you're not here on Thursday, all good, but definitely hit me up. Whether you see me here, if you're in New York, backtonatural@gmail.com so that you can schedule your appointment for your private viewing and or for a small group to come and enjoy. And I will walk you through, see all the pieces. And I also like to coin my work as affordable art because I think it's important to have your art accessible. And it's not about not having the value or not thinking that my art is worth $1,000 for a 16 by 20, for example. But at the same time, when I know that I see something and I would love to support the artist first and foremost, or just to have that piece, but know that it is priced, that I'm priced out of it. There are a lot of barriers to entry when we think about the art world, and especially if you think about the fine arts world, right? I'm not as concerned about being in the fine arts world. That's why it's about organic art, and it's about community, and it's about my people, and it's about recognizing and realizing that we're all kind of getting hard and hit up these days, and we shouldn't have to choose between groceries and having a nice piece of art in our space, especially an original piece, right? Why not? Why can't we have both? So I'm doing my best to make it possible so that you can have both. So you should come at any time and see, because I think you'll be very surprised at what you may be able to go home with. Okay. So we're gonna tap in. We had our Virgo lunar eclipse, blood moon energy, still feeling it, very powerful, along with our retrograde energy, Venus and Mercury in retrograde right now in Aries. So the combination of all that is making things feel very combustible, again, especially with the Mercury, with the retrogrades in Aries, but It's also a time where, again, we want to make sure that we are responding in situations and not reacting, and very much so making sure that we're not retaliating, because the energy can kind of inspire that, especially with a lunar eclipse, blood moon at that. So keep all of that in mind, kind of take time. Retrograde energy is about retreat and rest and reflect and recover and recharge and all of that stuff. So don't make any hasty decisions right now, ultimately. Really important to keep all of that in mind. Again, spring equinox on Thursday. So yay, spring. This like whole January through now, it's like spring on Thursday went a little bit too quickly. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if like, have y'all noticed how quickly time is moving? But I've been telling y'all, there is an acceleration that is happening now. There is an expeditious energy that is happening right now. And speaking of that, this oil here that I made, expeditious expansion that I made and brewed and had under the no retrograde 5 days. This thing right here, y'all need it in your life. I'm just saying. Talk about manifesting, you need it in your life. Hair health. If y'all are looking for any hair growth, moisture, all of the things for the magicalness for the hair, I got my hair health back too, back by popular demand because I had sold out. And I've got some more, and they were also brewing under those 5 days of no retrogrades, okay? And then this is an extra special one that is 8p. If you know, you know, because I'm gonna just leave it at that because this is very limited supply. So for those who need a little bit more of their 8p, I do have some in the special rollers, particularly this time around. So that's just a little aside for the potent potions that are in stock, back in stock. So get you some, okay? Get you some before it runs out, because this is just the brew. Like I said, the 5 days no retrogrades, it just kept things like, it's literally an expansion of energy. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it's just going to help it come that much quicker. And we're already in an energy of the quickening, so why not script over your body? You know what I'm saying? Put little sigils on your hand, put the money signs on your hand. You can use them to, like, this, again, roller energy, right? You can roll on. If you want to put anything, words, sigils, symbols on your body before you soak in a bath. If you want to put it on your credit card, on your bank card, your bank statements, your purse, your wallet, anoint, anoint, anoint. Third eye, your belly button, very, very powerful for anointing. Your wrists, very powerful for anointing. Chakra points, right? That kind of thing. The roll-on makes it that much quicker, that much faster. And again, it's a quickening to begin with. So powerful. Hit me up if you need some. All of that to say, I thank you for being here. I am going to be in and out. So like right after 2:22, I'm going to bounce because I got to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Get this stuff ready for Thursday. But I am so grateful for you all, as always. I am so grateful for Baba Ozain, the Orisha of everything that is green and grows. Asheo. Thank you. Thank you. And we're tapping in to Senna this week. So we've got some Senna leaves here. So for any who have West Indian roots, you know Senna, right? Senna, when you need to purge, you drink some Senna. When you need to detoxify, purify, fortify, you drink some Senna, right? You need to like clear anything out internally, externally, you drink some Senna. This moon, these retrogrades is all about the urge to purge. Hence, working with Senna for this week. Hence, aligning it with black tourmaline, because black tourmaline is a cleanser, is a detoxifier, protector, clears out negative energy internally, externally, guards your energy, guards your space, right? So that is a perfect alignment for the energies that we're experiencing right now, because we want to make sure that we are containing ourselves, that we are guarding ourselves, that we are protecting our energy, preserving our peace, right? So with that alignment, drink a little bit of Senna, clear things out. Make sure you don't brew it too strong because you'll be on the toilet for like the next 24 hours. But it's good to have, you know what I'm saying, every so often, just to kind of, again, that purge, that clearing things out, releasing what is no longer needed, release to increase energy, feel it to heal it energy, face it to replace it energy, urge to purge energy. Need I go on? Okay, this is what is like so important, especially when we're tapping into retrograde energy. And again, with Mercury and Venus in retrograde, this is all about communication in our relationships. It's all about emotional intelligence. It's also about thinking and making sure that we are getting things across in the most fair and just and kind ways as we possibly can. It's really an energy. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be something else. And you want to be mindful and you want to be soulful through this energy in particular. So we're going through April 7th, April 12th, and then the retrograde energies are still going to kind of carry us over until the end of April. So in the meantime, come and see some art. You know what I'm saying? You should come see some art, lift your vibes, buy some art, even better. So that's the vibe. That's the vibe. We're going to pull a card. We're going to see what Spirit has in store for us. Then we're going to pull our angel number. And we're going to keep it moving. And we're going to keep it moving. Hello, Patricia on YouTube. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Oh, I was just about to say somebody gave me a stop top or a stop bottom, but if we get a single card, that's Spirit choosing for us. Well, we've got, sorry, I'm dropping like all of these rollers. The law of correlation. Witness the boomerang effect of your beliefs and actions. Here we are talking about the urge to purge, release to increase, feel it to heal it, face it to replace it, being mindful, making sure that we're not retaliating or reacting, but that we're choosing to respond. It's all of this energy, the correlation, the fact that what goes up must come down, the fact that what goes around comes around, right? Cause and effect, all of this energy. As we are putting things out to the universe, as we are thinking it, as we are feeling it, as we are speaking it, as we are doing it, it comes back. I think about that too when I'm using money. Like anytime I go out, I don't think of the use of money as spending money, because when you spend something, it's spent, it's gone. You think about circulating. So come always into an alignment when you are purchasing something that you're circulating this money, because you want that boomerang effect. You want it to have the energy of coming back to you. It's the same thing in everything that we do. Whatever it is that we put out is absolutely going to come back to us. So keep it in mind, keep it in heart as we're processing, thinking about the mirroring effect of things, right? When we look at these two lions, it's a reflection. So that's the same thing in terms of correlation. When you look at a reflection, it is a correlation, right? You're literally seeing another version of you. Just as I'm talking to y'all right now, right? I am seeing my reflection. So in that regard, it's like I'm looking at myself, but I'm here. But there is still this energy that is reflecting me. So I'm able to see everything that I'm doing by looking at this correlation, by looking at this reflection. So as a result, this reflection is as real as me actually doing what it is that I'm doing. So this is why we have to be very mindful and very soulful in regards to the choices that we make every single day, because anything that we are outputting is being reflected back to us, is being correlated, is being boomeranged right back. So through these retrogrades, through this lunar eclipse, when we were processing everything, especially during the peak of it all, what were you feeling? What were you thinking? What were you doing? What were you speaking during those times? Because that's, again, when we talk about the acceleration and the expansion and the quickening, it's the good and the bad and the ugly. That's the bittersweet to this whole manifesting thing, and how so automatic we are at it, how good we are at manifesting. Because again, talking about reflection, talking about correlating, when we are brought back something, it's because we put it out there. And this is the part of the accountability that's so important as we're manifesting, as we're going through things, because through it all, sometimes we want to just kind of point the finger. We want to say, like, this is happening to me. It's never happening to you. You have to think about your responsibility in it. But beyond that, you have a choice to decide if it's happening for you. And when you can decide and say instead that this is happening for me, it changes the game. It absolutely changes the game. And then from that point, you change the mindset from being a victim to then being a victor and deciding, you know what, this is what I'm going to do with this. We've gotten a message I think it was even last week, where it's turning our pain into pleasure, right? I read this morning, it's so ironic that I just came across this, which I don't even know if I knew this or not, but it definitely resonated differently today. And it was just a couple of hours ago. So I didn't even think that this is something that I would mention, but so in alignment because of how we're choosing to alchemize energy and what it is that we choose to do with whatever we're brought with, right? There's co-creating this experience where it's getting something out of nothing and boom, here's something. But then there's co-curating and kind of working with the cards that were dealt. When things happen, how are we alchemizing it? How are we turning lemonade from lemons, right? That kind of energy of deciding, I'm going to make this thing switch around. The boomerang, this correlation, I am going to be in charge of my destiny. And instead of making it spiral down, I'm going to make it spiral up, regardless of what's given to me. So, what I read earlier was that a clam creates the pearl because of pain, because of some type of trauma, because of a grain of sand that gets in it, something that throws it off in some negative way, in some off kilter kind of way. And that is what produces the pearl. And the more trauma, in many senses, that this clam experiences, the more pearls that it actually produces. And we look at this pearl as the thing that is so powerful, as the thing that is so precious. And it came from pain. It came from some type of, you know, anomaly, some type of discomfort for this clam, something that was unnatural in some ways. And it's a defense mechanism. It does it, it forms, it releases, I think this nacre, I think it's called nacre, that it releases. NACRE is what's in my head right now. I think it's nacre. Check on that. But it releases this thing that I believe is called nacre, and it creates this form and bolsters it, and this thing that entered it that is foreign to it, like this grain of sand or this trauma or whatever it is, and it creates this, it's a wound ultimately, that it is now scarring. It's creating this kind of scar tissue, and this pearl is like this scar tissue. So when we think about our scars, imagine looking at our scars as pearls, as precious pearls. Like, it's kind of like bring it on, right? Because the more pearls, the more rich, the more all of these, ways that we kind of classify ourselves. And it's the same thing when we talk about art and value, the valuation and value proposition of how much should the art be and how much are you, right? Because at the end of the day, you are the art. You are the canvas. So it's not just about how much am I valuing my art or whatever the case is. It's how much do you value yourself? And it's not necessarily about dollars and cents. It's about what you're doing with your life and how you are augmenting it. How are you creating pearls out of every piece of pain that you experience? That is so powerful. So tap in to the clam. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that energy, clam, right? Or oyster and whatever. You guys know clams, right? It's clams. Yeah, clams make pearls. The ones that make pearls, okay? Those ones, it's through pain. It's through trauma. It's through a wound that they're able to produce the pearl. So if we think about it, again, in terms of value, right? If the more precious version is the clam that can produce a pearl, that means the more value is in the pain, is in the trauma. Because the pearl, the clam that doesn't experience any trauma, doesn't experience any pain, doesn't have a wound. The clam that doesn't have a wound has no pearls. That's powerful, guys. That is so powerful. So keep that in mind, and just make your pain precious. Honor your wounds and look at them as the pearls that they are, that they can be if you decide that that's what they are. That's again how we're alchemizing energy. That is how we think about the correlation of things, of what it is that we're putting out. What we're putting out is not just in terms of our deeds and, the thing of, Good Samaritan and thinking about karma in regards to, well, I'm a nice person. Well, I didn't do that, right? It's about how we treat ourselves. Ultimately, that's what we have to think about when we think about how much we love God, how much we love our ancestors, how much we love our spirit team. Based on how you love yourself, that is how much. Because this is what we were given from the Creator. We are tangible manifestations of God. There is no separation. So it is literally an offering to love on yourself. It is an offering to God, to your ancestors, to the Creator, whoever you name and claim as looking out for you and has some role in your destiny. It is an offering to them. It is gratitude to them to love on you, to take care of you, to make sure that you are again alchemizing all of this pain into precious pearls. That's powerful. So again, wouldn't have been able to share that if I didn't literally read about it just this afternoon. Literally, not even this morning. It was like this afternoon, like a couple hours ago. So timing is so divine. God is so good. It is everything so in alignment, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So don't get it twisted. Because again, the whole point of this is talking literally about bring on the pain, bring it on, because that's more pearls. that's just the more precious version of you. You know what I mean? So it's powerful. It's powerful. Beliefs and actions. When we think about beliefs and actions, I always say believe to receive, right? When we have an idea about something, that's an idea. We have an action. We decide to do something. There's a deed. There's something that we're physically, tangibly doing that is as a result of a belief, right? Then we have words, and then we have feelings. So when we think about all of those things and how they come into fruition in tandem, and the beliefs are like our thoughts, right? When we come into alignment with our thoughts, beliefs, however you want to refer to them, our feelings, right? Emotions, our words, the things that we say, right? And our deeds, our actions, when they come into unison, when they are in tandem, there is literally no stopping whatever it is, good, bad, or ugly. And this is again why we have to be so mindful and so soulful when it comes to the things we believe, the things we say, the things we do, the things that we think, the things that we feel. Because subconsciously, once that is in alignment, whatever that thing is happening, it is coming in form and experience. So choose wisely. The correlation is clear. On that note, 222, balance and harmony surrounds me. Balance and harmony surrounds me. Balance and harmony surrounds me. Ashe. And since I do have to be in and out, we're going to read for 222. And I just opened right on the page. Y'all saw that? This is 222, trust fall. Trust fall. Your angels ask you to trust your place in life right now. You are in the right place at the right time. Take a look around and enjoy the moment. Everything is where it's supposed to be. And whoop, there it is. As I said, timing is divine. This is perfect, just the way it is. The future is now. So decide what it's going to be now. This is why the correlation is so important, because in every moment that you're thinking and feeling and speaking and doing, you are literally forming your future. So choose wisely and acknowledge the moments and transform them, alchemize them if they don't feel good, if they don't feel as favorable as they can be. Then switch it up for yourself, right? 222 energy is about balance. It's about harmony. Let's tap into our law of correlation declaration. I almost forgot about that. I witness the boomerang effect of my beliefs and actions. I witness the boomerang effect of my beliefs and actions. I witness the boomerang effect of my beliefs and actions. Witness. We are very much observers. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So one thing, if we're feeling pain, oh, I'm feeling on my headache. Oh, I have a headache. And I observe, beat the drum, beat the drum, beat the drum. Even if it's not good, we keep saying it because it's true, right? Witness. When we choose to be a witness to something, it's something that is there. But when we think about faith, the faith of things cannot be witnessed. In many ways, that is a walking out on faith. That is literally believing in the unseen. So when we think about what we have that we're able to witness, acknowledge it because it is in form and experience, it is in front of you, but don't just look with these two eyes. Make sure that you are opening up that third eye to make your third eye be a witness to all of the things that are yet to come, but you claim them and you name them and you command them and you demand them as they are already here, and you are in gratitude because there is no question that it is done. So be it, it's been. Okay, hence bin gallery. But anyway, it's been, okay? Like done, like it's done. So tap in to the power of your word, the power of your deeds, the power of your feelings, the power of your thoughts, and how you can literally transform every bit of pain into a pearl. That's the work. That's the work. I love y'all. I'm gonna go get back to what I'm doing. And I hope to see you on Thursday. I will go live at a certain point, so definitely tune in if you're not able to be here in person. And at 6 o'clock on Instagram, I am going to be sharing a little sneak peek reel on the space of the space. So you'll see it. until you see it. So hit me up if you want to see it. And anytime, even if you can't on Thursday. But that's it. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I'm always, always so grateful for this time. Whoever can come, most people watch it on the back end, you know what I'm saying? But it's there and I'm here and we gonna get it. We gonna get it. It's got. It's already done. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. And in the meantime and in between time, lest we forget, time to get back to natural. Peace.